think the first time I got really afraid was when I met Prince. He called me. He says, hey, I want to know if you want to come to Paisley Park and jam. And I'm like, who is this on my phone? He's like, this is Prince. And I'm like, yeah, right. Who is it really? He didn't say anything else. He's like, how soon can you get here? And I was like, tomorrow. So they flew me out the next day, and I stayed up all night trying to learn all these Prince songs. So I'm going to try to learn as much as I can. I got there, and he's like, do you know any Sly and the Family Stone? I'm like, well, yeah, but I'm thinking in my mind, you know, I'm supposed to be here playing a Prince song because I stayed up all night to do that. And he's like, let's do some Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself. He asked me to play, and I froze up. I just couldn't play because I'm like, it's Prince, Purple Rain Prince. Rhonda Smith, Larry Graham, like he's had all the most amazing bass players in his band, and he's an amazing bass player himself. What can I offer? He sits down at the piano and he's like, Nick, who's your favorite bass player? And so I told him, I'm like, you know, I love Jocko, I love Marcus Miller, you know, started naming all my favorite bass players. And he's like, great, I'm not asking you to be them. You're Nick West. I've seen your videos. I just want to see you do what you do in person. Just be you. If you weren't good at what you do, trust me, you wouldn't be here. So just do you. Do Nick West. Nobody else can do Nick West better than Nick West. So I think at that moment, November 2012, was the first time that I was like, okay, no matter who it is, I'm just going to be me and be confident with it. So I started playing the song and play the song, and he takes my bass and he's like, that's great, but let me show you some variations, like how Larry played it. Larry Graham's like the most aggressive slap bass player. It's just crazy. So he grabs my bass and he shows me some variations, and then he's like, you gotta really dig in. You gotta get aggressive. Larry's the only person that I know of that has broken bass strings by slapping them so hard. So Prince took my bass and played it. And I think I started playing more aggressively after that. When I went to NAMM for the first time, I mean, all these guys were just doing all this crazy, doing all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, oh man, like, what's going on? Is this what it's supposed to be? Because my dad taught me, okay, groove, feel. Prince says, think Rick James. Rick James had third grade bass lines. He played that the whole time, the whole song. The simple bass lines, what Prince calls the third grade bass lines, they drove the whole song. Like, you hear a bass line and you recognize a song, right? That's how it was back then. So it was all about feel, all about groove. And I kind of got discouraged because I saw everybody doing all this crazy slap stuff. And I'm like, well, I definitely don't play like that. But I tried. So I tried learning all this stuff. Learned it. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I got it. I can do it. Boom. And then I started doing that in one of my shows. So I was in Japan. I don't even remember what I did. And my keyboard player was like, Nick, you know, maybe you should take those same bass lines and slow them all the way down, because then you just get into like the groove of it. Just and what I noticed is when you're just like in the groove and like deep in the groove like that, the audience, I mean, they just move different. You know what I'm saying? When they start moving like that, that's when you know you got them. So I think for those that are watching everybody on YouTube and everybody's playing a million miles a minute, that's definitely not what it's about, because the bass was meant to be an instrument that holds down the bottom and holds down the groove and helps drive the song. I mean, the bass it's a rhythm instrument.